Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Web of Spider-Man issue 129.1. So let's see what's going on with this issue, and let's talk about the cover first. Cover's pretty, plain, but really good art. I really like how, it shows things in New York City, it really does look like that. And the art is pretty good, even though it's plain, I do like the cover. This issue is 50th anniversary, celebrating for the 50th anniversary. They've been doing a couple one-shots. I know they had Peter Parker, Spider-Man, like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, and then they had a two-part issue for Spectacular Spider-Man. That was last week and the week before that. And now this week we have Web of Spider-Man. Next week we have the Web of Spider-Man. And I thought there was supposed to be another one. Maybe that's coming out next week also. But I think there's another one coming out with Dan Slott. So there's been a couple of anniversary issues, and this is just one of them. The last couple of anniversary issues I haven't been loving. I feel like it's an anniversary. You have to celebrate it. You have to come up with really great stories. And I feel like some of them weren't like really great. Some of them really sucked. There's average and really sucked. And there really hasn't been, this is really awesome, and really there hasn't been this is good. So there hasn't been those type of issues yet. So let's see if this is a good or, a really suck issue. So let's see which type of issue this is. Yeah, so in this issue we get to see Spider-Man meets up with one of this team that he used to be, a member of before the Avengers. It was the Brooklyn Avengers, and one of the members of the Brooklyn Avengers say, hey, Spider-Man, we need your help. It seems like someone is trying to kill off all the Brooklyn Avengers. And Spider-Man tries to help, but everyone doesn't even believe that this is actually happening. It's like, oh, let's just make, I think his name is Pi or something. I think that's his name. Pi, let's just make Pi happy, He just wants to be a superhero again. So let's just make him happy and see an investigation of this killer, even though there isn't one. Probably it was just natural causes. But then in this issue we find out that someone is after them, and now they have to figure out who it is. So, I actually did not like this issue at all. I feel this was actually the worst issue of all of them. The first one was like, okay, it was Uncle Ben, like remembering him issue. That was first anniversary issue. It was okay. The one before that, the .1 Spectacular Spider-Man wasn't that great either. But this I really thought was horrible. I mean, I just did not like it. When I flipped through the pages once after I bought it, I was like, what is this? Like, you just look at the art, you look at Spider-Man's face, it looks so bad. I think really something that really made me disappointed with this issue was the art. It's just so bad. It reminds me of, there's this Raven, miniseries, and yeah, just look at that art. It's so bad. I don't know. It's probably one of the worst arts I've seen. Right next to John Romita Jr. for me. But, yeah, so I remember I read a Raven miniseries, and it's exactly like that type of art, except the story was worse. I mean, the story was not good. The Brooklyn Avengers, like, I didn't care about those characters, And one thing that really bothered me in this issue was that Spider-Man went along with trying to find somebody that's not a killer to make someone happy. Spider-Man would not do that. You see in Amazing Spider-Man, you see in plenty of issues that Spider-Man does not ever have any time to do anything. He doesn't have time to sleep, he doesn't have time for his job, he doesn't have time to be Spider-Man, so why would he take so much time to try to find something that doesn't exist? I don't think, yes, Spider-Man will try to condole someone, he is a good person, he will do that, but he won't waste his time on doing that. He would try to condole them by talking to him, saying, killer doesn't exist, but, if you want to be a hero, we'll try to do something else. But he would not waste his time trying to find a killer that doesn't exist. And then in the end, supposedly there is a killer. Of course there is going to be a killer, because Spider-Man wouldn't have wasted his time, if there wasn't. But, he didn't know there was a killer. He knew that there wasn't a killer in this issue, and that kind of bothered me. I think they didn't have to play as like, oh, there was no killer, or like, we're just playing along. I don't think they had to do that in this issue. They should have just said, alright, there's a killer. But then nothing would have happened in this issue. There wouldn't have been any cliffhanger. But then, don't make a .2 issue, Yes, I really didn't like the characters. Brooklyn Avengers are really boring. Spider-Man, I felt like, was out of character. Like I said, Spider-Man would never waste his time on something like that. he hardly has time to do anything, so I don't think he would have wasted his time on doing that. And I hated the art. Like I said, the art was just so bad. I mean, this is probably the worst issue I've read in a while, and I'm disappointed because I really love Spider-Man. You guys know that I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I'm really disappointed that these anniversary issues, these one-shots, haven't been as good as they really could have been. And again, I think there's one more left. I don't know exactly how many there's left. Maybe they say in the end. Let me see. Maybe they say in the back. I know there's a .2 issue. Yeah, they only say about the .2 issue. I know there's this .2 issue. I was going to collect all these anniversary issues, but I don't think I'm going to collect the .2. Considering, you know, how many comics, I don't know exactly how many comics I'm getting next week. So if I'm getting, like, not a lot, then I'll probably maybe give it another chance. But I really don't think I want to collect all the anniversary issues. It's just not worth reading that issue, this next .2 issue. Especially if it has the same art and the continuation of this story. So, I say definitely don't pick this issue up. It's not worth it. Don't pick up the .2 because I'm probably not even going to pick it up. And I'm such a big Spider-Man fan. I wanted to pick up all the anniversary issues, but it just doesn't seem like I'm going to pick up the next one. But, yeah, I give this 1 star. I can't even find anything that was good about this issue. Maybe it was a little interesting, you know, that Spider-Man was on a team for the Avengers. But other than that, there was nothing interesting about this issue, and it just was not that good. So I'm going to give this 1 star, and I say don't pick it up. You know, I'm warning you guys. It's bad art, bad story, and it's not worth it. So this is Comic Uno. I hope you guys enjoyed, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations, both my YouTube channels, and I'll just have news about my videos and what's coming up with both my channels. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, I say don't pick this up. I give it 1 star, and this is Comic Uno. Bye, guys.